Do you have knee pain with running? In this video, I'm going to teach you why this might be happening. What's going on, guys? My name is Dr. Nick Bonforte, physical therapist. In this video, we're going to be going over knee pain with running. It's a super common problem. It can be super frustrating. And there's many causes of why you can get knee pain with running, such as increased mileage, which is a load management problem, a strength issue, a mobility issue, many causes. In this video, we're going to look at some of the mechanics when we are running. When we're running, when we land, our knee has to bend to absorb the load that we're taking on, and then it has to straighten to push ourselves further with each step. And that happens cycle after cycle after cycle. However, when we're lacking specific strength, specifically at the quad or the hips, every time when we land on the ground, when we're running, a lot of mechanical issues can take place at the knee and increase the impact forces that you might be dealing with, which are contributing to the knee pain. To better illustrate this, let's look at a client of mine that was dealing with this knee pain issue that was related to some of her mechanics. You could see when she's running, every time when she steps, the knee locks out into what's called extension and it stabilizes in that. You might be thinking, well, why is this happening? In this case, she was lacking specific quad strength. Every time her foot would hit the ground, her knee would lock out into extension into a closed packed position. It helps joint congruency and stability because she was lacking that specific strength in her quad and her surrounding muscles. So given this strength issue at her quad and surrounding muscles, every time she would hit the ground, her knee would be searching for the stability, and her default was to just straighten the knee, lock it out into extension for her support. So what did we do to help solve this type of issue? We had to make sure we're specifically addressing the quad muscles, one, to withstand the amount of force it's taking with each step with running. So we're focusing on a strength perspective in this case. So here with this exercise, you can see that when the knee is bent, we're just holding this position from an isometric standpoint. What this is doing is helping absorb more load and more force to the knee to ultimately build the strength into the quad. Also, with this exercise, with eccentrics to the knee, we're working on the ability for the knee to absorb force in a lengthening position. And that happens when we run, because when we hit the ground, the knee bends, it goes through an eccentric load or a lengthening load to the quad. So with this exercise, by building that strength into the quad from an eccentric standpoint, we're ultimately helping gain the strength needed at the knee. So with these types of exercises, you could see how that if we build the specific strength into the quad region, the transfer to when we're running will ultimately be better because we're better able to withstand the amount of things we're putting through the leg, which ultimately help decrease that locking out mechanism and ultimately help the mechanics with running. So there you go. Hopefully you gain some value and understand better why it's so important to look at from a strength perspective specific muscles such as the quad and how it can relate to knee pain with running. So hopefully now that makes more sense to you, and then you can start to do some of these types of exercises to strengthen the quad. If you're looking to dive a little bit deeper into your knee issue and learn more things about what you could do for your knee pain, then check out my free knee pain guide. Click the link somewhere in this video or description below, head right over to the website, pick up your free knee pain guide, learn a little bit more about things that you can start to do for your knee issue. This is Dr. Nick, hope to see you inside the guide.